What's up everyone, it's Tony G23 here and we're back for round 9 of our F1 2014 modded career mode here today at Silverstone. Now, it's my home Grand Prix, I'm in a McLaren, so I'm expecting good results here. We're going to cut straight into practice. At the end of our first lap in practice, mainly just a bank lap to see how we compare against the AI cars, who once again I don't think are showing their full strength, but we go into second place. Just behind Carlos Sainz Jr., who sets the fastest lap, a 1:44.8. We do a 1:45.3. And actually, although that was set by a Toro Rosso, I felt confident enough to retire, and we finished 4th. I don't see my teammate anywhere, so that's rather annoying. Both Toro Rossos actually getting up into the top 10, and our teammate there in 7th. So what more do you want? Alonso really needs to pick up the pace because we want McLaren to do well at their home Grand Prix. But during practice, everyone, I actually had a spin on my second lap, so we're going to take a look at that now. Basically what happened was I had DRS and I touched the curb on the outside coming into Brooklands, and there you go. And just look how close we were to hitting the barriers. But overall, I'd actually call that practice session pretty well. I mean, we do have the pace in this McLaren Honda, so hopefully this should bode well for the race. So, getting into the car now. And one thing I still needed to tell you is that during practice, I realised that there would be a chance of rain during the race. So, it's about 66%. We'll take a look on the screen quick. Yes, 66% chance of rain. So it's a 13 lap race. So the rain should come by around lap 5. I'm not sure. So hopefully it'll be around lap 5, lap 6. So so it should be good. We're going to go to the track and we'll be starting last, as we will be for every race in this series, because we'll skip qualifying, and hopefully we can get a good result because this is our home Grand Prix. So we are now pretty much at the grid, and Silverstone is actually one of my favourite tracks. It's not because it's my home circuit, it's because the layout of the track is very good. It's up there alongside Monaco, Spa. I basically like all the legendary tracks, you know, like Monza, Spa, all that. So, sitting on the grid in last position, our teammate in 15th. So, built up to 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go, and we get a decent start, not a great start, but not a bad start either. Trying to use the slipstream of Marcus Ericsson, and we find our path blocked by his teammate Felipe Nasr, tagging the rear wheel there of Roberto Neri's Manor, trying to go around the outside of Ericsson again, and we find our path blocked once again by Nasr in the other Sauber. We've dropped back down through the order a bit, from 14th down to 17th. We've gone back up to 16th again. We've just passed Stevens, trying to go down the inside of Alonso. He found his path blocked by Nico Hulkenberg. We found ours blocked by Perez. Maldonado went around the outside of us. So coming into Brooklands now, those cars all diving to the inside. We're going to go down the inside of all of them, apart from Verstappen. And Maldonado gets past us again. We go down his inside, and Roman Grosjean going very slowly. I reckon he's the one who lost his front wing, and he has. So we're up to 10th already from 20th, and Ricciardo going very slowly as well. Perhaps he's lost his front wing as well, because we've got the realistic damage mod on, so the car's damage is very sensitive now. Sainz Jr. and Kvyat going at it through the Maggots and Beckett section. Quite possibly my most favourite section of corners in the whole F1 calendar. So we're using Kvyat's slipstream. We're basically touching the gearbox of that Red Bull, and we're passed for 7th place because that was a brilliant move down the Hangar Straight. Let's watch it again. So there we go. Basically going over to the other side of the track, coming into Stowe Corner. We gave Kvyat a bit of a tap there, but it was really just a bit of a racing accident there. We are passed for 7th place. We're coming to finish the first lap. Massa ahead of us in 6th place, about 0.7 of a second ahead of us. So we are opening laps at 2 minutes 0.2. So all we have to do now is chase down the Williams of Felipe Massa, looking for a move up the inside, but Massa shuts the door on us, coming into the remainder of the arena section, trying to get good drive off the corner here. We get alongside him, and that's the move done. We've also we've got the move done on Massa on the Wellington Straight, but it looks like he's going to come back at us. We're going to make him go around the outside. So we take the inside line, so we are able to hold on to 6th place in the British Grand Prix. So Luffield, we are suffering with understeer through there. We were suffering with that through practice. Cops, we may get a bit of understeer as well, but most of the time it's mainly flat outs, or you can do it with the setup I've got. But I'm going to put it into lean mix because with the risk of rain so high, we may try and save fuel for when it starts to rain. But you just saw the proximity errors of Felipe Massa there, so he's only half a second behind us. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and cover the inside line into Stowe Corner again. There you go, the proximity arrows again showing up, and here they are again. But we're going to just dive it, and Massa's through. Bit of a mistake from us there, and Massa goes through on the inside. So well done to him for going through on the inside. But we're going to try and go through the inside. We're forced off onto the curb, and Massa's back through for 6th place in the British Grand Prix. So we may have a bit of a ding-dong battle here. We suffer understeer through the first corner, go off the track a tad. But yeah, I feel like we are really in for a proper ding-dong battle here between me and Massa. We're going to try and pull the same move as we did on him a lap ago, coming onto the Wellington Straight. And this time we have DRS, so trying to use DRS and the slipstream to our effect. And Massa comes over onto the racing line. We've had to take avoiding action to make sure we don't run into the back of him. Otherwise, that would have been race over for both me and Massa. So there you go, pretty much. The replay doesn't really cut it justice. But we're going to resume the race now. We were going to try and get the undercut on Massa through Luffield, but that didn't work out. But we're going to try and use the slipstream coming down to Cop's Corner now. Once again, fast corner. We can take it flat out, as we just proved there. Maggots and Beckett's, so as long as we're within 1 second of Massa, which I believe we are, we should be able to get a DRS on the Hangar Straight. But we look to have lost a little bit of ground to him through the Maggots and Beckett's sector. We do have DRS again, and it's about 0.7 of a second between me and Massa. So coming through Stowe again, look how much we were able to close up by, off the track a tad, but it's really no matter, it's really no problem. We really close up to Massa under the braking for the second to last corner before Club. That's Vale, isn't it? Yes, Vale. But Rosberg sets the fastest lap on a 1:42.9. We are still not past Massa, so we're going to try and do it again through the arena section. But the door was closing again on him. But he's left the door open into the second corner, and we're through easy peasy for 6th place in the British Grand Prix. And we should have DRS. Yes, we do. But cutting on to lap 5, we've closed up to the back of Vettel. So we're going to try and get the undercut on the switch back on him out of Luffield, which has worked to great effect. But Vettel is still there trying to hang it round the outside. We're going to take the inside for Cop's Corner, rejoining the racing line as we can, otherwise we won't be able to make the corner. And that's move done. We're cutting on to lap 8 now. We've been called into our stop. The rain hasn't really come down, so we're going to switch from intermediate tyres to prime tyres because we started the race on option tyres. So it's something we won't normally do in our career mode, because normally I use the worst tyres off first, so the prime tyres. So coming into the pits, McLaren boys, what's your stop? So 6.3 seconds stop there from the McLaren boys. But then again, we did have to change the front wing, so that's not a bad stop at all, guys. Good one. We've dropped back down to 3rd place, now 4th. We were behind Raikkonen in 5th, and we have rejoined in 5th behind Raikkonen. And I think Massa's made the jump on Vettel in the pits, so that's good for Massa. Lap 9, we're trying to do the same thing to Raikkonen to what we did to Vettel a few laps earlier, and it seems to have worked. Raikkonen's diving and darting behind us. We're going to try and go through the inside of Copse. We've made contact, and the reason why that was my wheel glitched out at the worst possible time. So well, my wheel's several years old, so rejoining the track, and what? How did I get a penalty? Honestly, it'll just be a drive. Well, that's our race pretty much done for. Unless we can finish 20 seconds ahead of 10th place, then we won't get any points. But cutting on to lap 11, we're going to take the risk because the rain is coming down, starting to come down pretty hard now. So we're going to take the risk and go onto a set of intermediate tyres. So this rain has been quite delayed, and the stop again is a 6.3 second stop, so marginally faster than the previous one. But we have now set the fastest lap of the race by default, really, because we went into the pits. And going into the pits on this track is actually shorter than going on the track. So it's a really weird glitch, whatever you want to call it there. But going off the track on the pit exit, we were able to rejoin, but really nothing happened from then on in. The conditions at the end were now actually starting to suit the intermediate tyres, but there was really nothing we can do. So what's the position we're going to end up in? We dropped from 5th to 15th. Oh my god. We've dropped 10 places in the space of 20 seconds. Oh no. That is a disaster. Kimi Raikkonen got a penalty as well. I think that incident with my wheel glitching, the stewards blamed him for it, which is really weird. But our teammate beating us and finishing in the points. So well done to Alonso. It wasn't all that bad for McLaren today, but I just feel like I am just kicking myself, to be honest. So, and that's not helping either. A Mercedes 1-2. Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton are your top two, followed by Valtteri Bottas in the Williams. So this really isn't going to help me in the championship at all. So our DNFers were Felipe Massa. I think that's why I got the penalty. Roberto Merri and I believe one of the Saubers. In the championship, we've lost the lead to Nico Rosberg, and Lewis Hamilton has gained some points on us as well. Fernando Alonso's moved up in the championship from, I believe he was 18th at the end of Austria to 17th here. In the constructors, we're still second, leading Ferrari by 27 points. Mercedes are going to win the constructors for sure. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry it wasn't the result I was hoping for. Thank you so very much for watching, and goodbye.